Officials are still trying to piece together why an Ohio man set free more than 50 exotic animals from his home before killing himself. Due to police having to shoot and kill those animals, Ohio's law enforcement is now facing a lot of heat from many organizations. News 10's Brittany Earle finds out how that situation may have been handled here in Indiana.
It's a scene that left many confused and upset when more than 50 exotic animals escaped from a private home in Ohio. Law enforcement officials had no choice but to kill. That decision was not felt by many, but local officials say if faced with that situation, they would do the same.
That would be our number one issue, is for public safety. So, and I think that's just how Ohio took it too. You know, their number one concern was public safety, and that's how it should be handled.
Ohio officials are calling Wednesday's situation the worst animal escape in U.S. history. Bill Heyman, owner of Atlantis Aquatic Gardens in Terre Haute, says he used to own lions and tigers, but if put in a situation like Ohio's, he understands what officials had to do.
I think he made completely the right decision. You can't play around in a situation like that. If just one child would have been harmed, then it would have all been for naught.
Ohio is one of 10 states in the country where there's no regulations on exotic animals. But Vosmer says he believes Indiana is aware of private exotic facilities and takes the right precautions to make everyone safe. But more states need to jump on board.
Well, I feel as on a national level, everybody should be on the same page. Indiana as a whole, you know, we do a good job permitting people and making sure that, you know, they meet the requirements that the state has upheld. So
there are some rescue facilities like Exotic Feline Rescue Center in the Wabash Valley that are not required to have a state permit, but are required to have a federal permit. But if the rules aren't followed, Heyman says then the idea of owning a tiger could soon be ruined for those who do.
Actually have a lot of laws in place to prevent these things from happening. That man acted outside the law. The only other option would be a total exotic animal ban.
Heyman believes that Wednesday's escapade will be the start of new animal laws across the U.S., forever changing the chance to own an exotic animal. In Terre Haute with photojournalist Mike Latta, Brittany Earle, News 10.
Now, one monkey remains unaccounted for. At this point, police believe the monkey was likely killed by one of the big cats.